This week on Worldwide Gaming, Liam reviews Hotline Miami. We have a look at the top 10 weird games. Vince shows us through Dungeon Keeper in WG 101. And some of the best outtakes from throughout Season 2.
Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm Vince.
And I'm John.
And as you can see, we've redone our studio just in time for the last episode of this season.
Looking forward to next season.
Yeah.
Comfy couch.
Yeah, this couch is really good.
How come you guys get comfy couches and I'm stuck with this
Well, you're the host, so you gotta give us better stuff.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Got the good stuff.
That's right. You got to look after us.
There is no logic in that. Anyway, as always though, we're going to go to the forecast.
Experience both universes of Stark and Arcadia once more with the latest entrant into the Dreamfall series, Dreamfall Chapters: The Longest Journey, set to release later this year for PC and Wii U. Predicting the weather for Two Worlds is proving tough, with this game reading a 2 on the WG barometer.
You can move freely between worlds. They are called shifters. There are few of them left now. And then there are those who can dream themselves into other worlds, existing in two places at once. They are the dreamers.
August 13 sees not only the gradual close of summer in Cologne, but also the beginning of Gamescom 2014. Keep your eye on the news coming out of Germany, it's going to be hot. Yet another game in a long list of successfully crowdfunded titles is set to release this year as Obsidian Entertainment continues to polish Pillars of Eternity, aiming for release late 2014. We're pretty excited about the warm weather outlook.
And that was forecast. So there was a few games there. Dreamfall.
I like it. There's not many concept games with that kind of concept where you can travel between such two extremes between the future and medieval, but in one game. So I'm looking forward to having a go at that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about it. I mean, I like the idea of combining fantasy and sci-fi sort of a thing, but you really are on a knife edge with things like that. Like if you don't do it right, it can just absolutely be a flop.
Again, that's why I'm interested to find out if they've actually done it right.
I guess that's why it was a 2 on the WG barometer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, mild curiosity.
Yeah. Also, Gamescom, it's the only big expo we haven't been to yet. We actually may be going to be going there this August. Yeah, so we might have some content from there.
That'd be awesome.
The only thing is they generally don't have many announcements from Gamescom. Like as far as E3 or Tokyo Game Show, Gamescom kind of ranks a bit lower in the hype and new games and that kind of stuff.
I don't know, I mean, except for that one time when they had the International there. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
But it'd be cool to go to Germany anyway.
That's true, yeah, Germany's just a cool place.
All right, now it's time to go to Liam's review of Hotline Miami.
Inspired by crime films like Drive, Hotline Miami is a fast, fierce, and surreal top-down shooter from Denaton Games. The game consists of shooting, stabbing, and beating your way across 1980s Miami, and plays as both a fluid action title and a meditation on the current state of video games. Hotline Miami is a hard game, like really hard. It only takes one shot to die, which means that by the 4th level, you might find yourself failing quite often, almost to the point of putting down the game altogether. Enemy reactions are lightning fast, but this is balanced with your movement, turn, and attack speeds, which are also extremely precise. The various firearms and melee weapons are tightly constructed as well, with seemingly minute differences, rippling out to change the larger systems of gameplay in bigger ways. Along the way, you'll collect animal masks, which allow you to tweak your own gameplay experience, giving you the ability to walk faster or see further, among other things. Enemies still remain incredibly tough though, so the masks don't disrupt the main cycle of trial and error, which does carry a certain appeal. As you get further into the game, it becomes necessary to employ your own strategies, such as baiting enemies and using corners and walls to your advantage. Apprehension begins to melt away, until the game's gratuitous violence becomes something really scary. It becomes fun. Each level begins with a telephone call, which tells you where to go and who to kill. These instructions are disturbing and strange at first, but soon enough you know what to expect. You pick up the phone, you go kill people. It's the core loop of Grand Theft Auto, boiled down to its most basic form, and this repetition permeates throughout the rest of the game as well, putting you into a haze of gruesome concentration. Elements like the drifting menu text, repetitious enemy movements, and warm, lazy colour palette also contribute to this feeling that you're being hypnotised into committing these acts of violence. A fast-paced, energetic soundtrack urges you to rush in, even if your instinct might be to hang back a bit. The pixel art visual style and smooth gradients of the backgrounds clash to create an underlying feeling of discomfort, as if trying to break you out of your spree. Although the visuals are busy, the techniques used to indicate depth, space, and structure are impressively minimal. The game uses shadow, contrast, and gradient quite effectively. The end of level screen is a great example of this simple, effective aesthetic, where pixelated palm trees drift past as you reflect on your actions. Hotline Miami follows a recent trend of self-critical games. Games that help us question some of the more ingrained aspects of video game design, convention, and culture. While the difficulty curve may be too steep for some, Hotline Miami remains an exciting and challenging reflection on the treatment of violence in both video games and entertainment in general.
Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying the show. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. We got loads of funny pictures from Vince, as well as some healthy debates coming out, especially about my top 10s. Be sure to check us out on Twitter, where Liz will be live tweeting episodes. And if you're just new to the show and you want to catch up, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We've got heaps of previous episodes, as well as extended interviews and blooper reels.